everybody. Well, tonight I want to talk about gambling impulses. Does that sound familiar? Does it? Okay. So, when the impulses hit, please don't go back. Don't go back because it's even worse, right? So, I just want to say once again, good evening, good people. Thank you for listening. And tonight, I want to talk directly from my heart. You all know that I have a great compassion for this. It's something that I had suffered with all my adult life. That I started when I was young, as early as 9 years old, thinking that it was my way of life. And I just want to reach out and help you tonight, if I can, if you allow me to, right? And I know that this is a very sensitive topic because people really don't want to talk about their addictions. And it could be gambling, it could be, like I said, it could be food, it could be shopping, it could be sex, it can be obsession, it could just be a whole lot of things, right? But we have to have temperament at the end of the day because the God of Israel, in the name of Jesus, gave us dominion over everything, including animals, things. But we're human, we're the human creature. So we have to be able to control ourselves. And when we're not, you have to come to terms with yourself that, look, I'm overindulging, or I need to stop, or I need to just step back, and take a look at what I'm doing, right? And sometimes I don't get comments in the chat, but it's okay because I understand that this is a very, very personal and sensitive topic. And some battles are private for some people, like it was for me. Like I said, I went all those years and nobody really knew, that I had this issue. But even if you're watching quietly, right, this message is still for you. Because not only does it affect you, it affect your family, it affect, everything that's concerning you. So let's just talk about some impulses for a minute. So let me correct that. What is gambling impulse? Right? And as you know, it's a sudden urge. You tell yourself, I'll try 20 more dollars, five more dollars, one more dollar, or I'll try this other 100 and put it on the table because I'm just going to try one more time. But you can't win it back because once you given it, it belonged to whoever you gave it to, right? And we had control because initially it was ours. So an impulse is not a command. You can feel it and still not obey it. It's just something that take full control of you. And that's just something we just got to tell ourselves that, look, no more. I can't do this no more. I got to take care of me. I got to take care of my family. And if I'm just blowing my money, then what? Right? So, what triggers the impulse? A lot of times, and I can remember as early as 2015 or 16, somewhere around about, I had the impulse, but what triggered it was I felt that it was someone's birthday. And I don't like to talk about personal things because I'm not just pointing a finger or anything like that. But what triggered me was I thought I would be celebrating a birthday. with somebody that was, special to me. And I ended up going to that casino and lost thousands and thousands of dollars. So don't make that mistake. If somebody reject you, it's okay. Just go ahead and do you. Focus on what's important to you. Because at the end of the day, you need to try to escape this thing and ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Is it about that person? Is it about me? Is it about what is it really about, right? And you trying to win money or you trying to numb the pain? Because it was painful at that time to have to be able to accept that rejection. But hey, it cost me a lot of money at that time. It cost me not just money, rest, sleep, my peace, all of that was just blown out the window, just gone. And I just didn't think of myself, right? So we have to remember to just take a pause and step away from that impulse, if you will. Don't, some people, they go out and borrow money to do it, but don't chase what is already gone, because the addiction is in the chase. Like I keep saying, it is a mysterious high. You don't know what you're chasing. All you know is, I'm going to get it back. I want it back. I'm going to get it back. But you gave it to them willfully. So when you get the feeling like that, or if you at the casino or wherever you are engaging in gambling and you're losing bad, take a break. Go take a walk and distance yourself between that you and that pit, because you pretty much know the outcome. It's always going to be the same pretty much. And a delay can save you from another loss. Meaning, once you step off and take that break and go, hey, I keep doing the same old thing. I just can't keep doing this, right? And like I said, I'm speaking from the heart. And I know that this is a dangerous, dangerous endeavor. And if you really want to help yourself, because like I said, you're not just hurting yourself, but you're hurting everything and everybody that concern you, right? So I want you to know, though, that you're not alone. You don't have to command for the message to reach you. Command it. Just say, look, I got a problem. Talk to yourself. I got a problem. Admit you got a problem. But don't worry about the shame, because the shame is what keep you from reaching out and getting help, right? And that's why I ended up writing my book, Quit the Money Pit, because I know it is so many people who walk those same shoes, and still today they're doing it. And because I know what the outcome will be, right? You lose your rest, you lose your peace, you lose your finances, you lose relationships, and you lose purpose, because we all were put here for a purpose, right? And that's to do the will of the Lord. And how can you help if you're not whole? And I always repeat that phrase, even in my professional life to this day. I'm whole now and I can help. But when you're sick, it is a sickness, people. It is a mental health issue. And that's why I chose to be an advocate to get that Points Act passed, because people are losing homes, they're losing businesses, they losing loved ones, because the loved one don't really understand the addiction and as to why you keep doing it. But it's gonna take a team. You got to build yourself a team. And like I said, if you have people in your circle that's constantly downing you and don't believe that you can help yourself, then that's not that team, right? You need to build you a better supporting team. People who will have that raw truth with you about, I understand you got an issue, but hey, let's go get some help. But to call you all types of idiots or fools or you stupid or you this, you that, anything negative, because they're speaking out of hurt too, because they don't understand it. And the person that's engaged in it don't understand how the addiction has overtaken them, because it's always a false sense of hope that, hey, I'm gonna get it back. I'll get it back. But you end up losing way more than you tried to get. And over time, it just wears on your physical, your mental, your finances, you just don't have any peace, people. I'm just gonna tell you the truth, beautiful people. You're just not gonna have any peace, because your mind is always going to be focused on that loss. And like I said, I started that thing at a very young age, and it wasn't no fault of my parents. It was all out of innocence to me, because at that time, they really didn't have much to do but entertain family and friends at the house to come over and fry some fish or eat some chicken and, play a few hands of cards and shoot a little dice. That's just the way it was. And that way of life just, ended up being devastating for me. But I am so grateful today that I'm able to tell my story, and I want to reach out, and I'm reaching out. I just want you all to overcome the shame, overcome the addiction. And if I did it, I know you can. And you got to be prayerful. You got to get in that book, and you got to study who the true and living God is, which is the God of Israel, in Jesus' name, because he came, he walked this earth. He knows, right? And he just kind of be an example for us. And we can do the same. You don't have to live your life in a straitjacket. That's not it. But you want to be able to enjoy life too at the same time. And you can enjoy it by not overindulging and over engaging in things that's not beneficial for you or your family. And you may, this thing too could be like a generational curse, because I come from a family of, gamblers, and it's okay. I love my folk, whether they gamble or not. But it's just that it's something I had to experience, and I know that this is my purpose in life, because I had to go through it. I had to challenge it, and I went through all the hurt, all the pain, all the suffering. And that's why I'm here today, to tell my story. And as I close, I just want you to know and remember this: you are not alone, because it not only affect the individual that's engaged in it, but it affect marriages, it affects spouses, it affect children, it affect church members. It just affect the whole community. And if you don't have any control, gambling just not for you. Now, some people can go and lose $20 and be okay, and try again the next month and be okay. It's all about the discipline. But at the end of the day, when you're addicted, you're going to fall. It's going to find you. Addiction will find you, and it will hunt you until you decide that, hey, I'm tired. Not only am I tired, but I'm sick and tired, right? And I know if you would just take the time and do a self assessment, and I always say this: just look at your bank account. Where's your money going? Is it going to your bills? Is it going to your tithe? Is it going to taking care of yourself or your children? But often it's not. The majority of your finances are going to a place of darkness. And you've been blessed to be able to have a job, to be able to get out there and make you some money and take care of yourself. Don't be an agent for them folk. That's all you are. You are an agent. And they are benefiting. What are they giving back to you? And let's talk about free play for a second. And I won't hold y'all much longer. All the free play is a teaser. Now, from my own personal experience, I have gotten up to maybe $1,500 in free play on the table. And I go in there and I present my free play. And what's so crazy and wild about it, you don't even double what they've been and gave you. And it's all to keep you coming back. That's why I said don't be an agent. Give it up. Please, if you're in an addictive phase, give it up. It's not worth it. Find you something else to do. You all see me. I go travel to see my son. I go see Rallo, my little grand dog, and we have a wonderful time playing with the toys. I'll go shopping while I'm out there. I'll go to the club and enjoy the mixed cultures that I see there, because it's okay to go out and have fun. It is. But what's not okay is when something is controlling you, because we have dominion. It's no way that we should be controlled by a gambling institution. Whether it be sports betting, whether it be the casinos, whether it be scratch offs, whether it be carpet, whatever it is, we have the power. We have the power. And like I said, I'm not bashing you. I'm not beating up on you, because I've been there, and I often say I've done that. And this week, just take one day at a time. One day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 hour at a time. And when the impulse comes, call a friend or send me an inbox. Sharon, I thought about going there, but I changed my mind. That will bring so much joy. But you got to take that step, and you got to do it. It's a process, good people, because you were not born to be an addict, because I wasn't. It's just the fact that we got caught up. And it's okay once you realize that you've been caught up and it's time to do something new. And like I said, find something better to do with your time and your money. If you have to, even if you want to get in your car and be like, you know what, I'm going to take my chance. That's that impulse. Leave it alone. Just think about all the past outcomes. They were horrible. You lost way more than you gained, right? And just all the losses, just deal with it in some type of way. Just talk to yourself, hey, I lost it, but this day forward, I'm going to make better choices and I'm going to rebuild. So, like I said, remember the impulse. But what should drive you from not wanting to engage is your past experience. And I'll say this before I close. I'm so grateful and I'm so humble. Like I said, I will be traveling to New York in August to be on this well-renowned podcast talking about gambling. And like I said, it's not about me. It's about the mission. And just listen. That's all I'm asking, and get that team, start building on it, and realize the hurt that you're causing yourself and the pain that you cause your family. And at the end of the day, I overcame, and so can you. And I'll end this with a smile. Have a good night, good people. No more impulses.